Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be going over how to solve consecutive addition problems. But first, what is consecutive addition? Here's an example. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, all the way to 100. These problems appear very often in math competitions, but how do we solve them? Adding them up one by one will take forever. Well, to understand this, let me tell you a short story. There was once a boy named Carl Gauss. One day, his teacher wanted all of the kids to be quiet and working for an hour. She gave them the problem 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 all the way to 100. Of course, the teacher thought this would take at least an hour to solve, but little did she know Carl had a brilliant idea. Carl precisely calculated the sum within 2 minutes. Everyone in the classroom was surprised and wondered how he did it. So how did Carl do it? To understand this, let's start out with smaller numbers, like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, all the way to 10. First, we need to find the sum of the first number and the last number, which is 1 and 10. The sum is 11. Now, let's move on to the second number and the second last number, which is 2 and 9. As you can see, the sum is 11 again. And it will continue being 11 for 3 and 8, 4 and 7, and 5 and 6. Now we have a new equation, 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11, which is 11 times 5. Notice how 5 is half of 10, which is a number of values. 5 times 11 is 55, meaning that the sum of these values is 55. With this information, we can create a formula to remember. Let's say the first number in the list is A1, and the last number is AN. The total number of terms in this list is N. The formula is N times A1 plus AN divided by 2. Let's use this formula for the equation that Carl had to solve. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way to 100. The equation will be 100, which in this case is N, times 1 plus 100 over 2. 100 times 101 is 10,100. 10,100 divided by 2 is 5,050. This means that the sum of all 100 numbers is 5,050. As you can see, instead of spending an hour adding all 100 numbers, using this method, we found the sum within a minute. This time, you're going to solve it on your own. Here's the equation. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way to, not 100, but 1,000. Go ahead and pause the video to solve this equation. And remember to use the formula that we went over. Okay, now let's go over it. Let's look at our first equation. N times A1 plus AN divided by 2 is the formula. And by substituting the variables for the values in the equation will turn into 1,000 times 1,001 divided by 2. This is 1,100,000 divided by 2, which is 500,500. So the sum of all numbers from 1 to 1,000 is 500,500. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video.